Okay, now we are going to review what we learned in week 3, which is down, stay, and then the first two games in teaching the recall or the come cue. So again, it's very important to practice these things every day. If not a formal training session, then certainly an everyday training situation. You can use a down before you give them food, stay, before they go out the door or wait. Just a come can be used 100 times a day, so don't think of it as you have to have a training session, although it's important to work in some formal training set aside just for training, especially in the early stages. So for the down cue, there are two ways to do it. The first way is from a standing situation, or walking, and what you do is basically put the treat near their chest or out on their nose and draw it down to their chest, basically folding them down like this. Here. Down. Okay? Good. You don't introduce the word down until they know the word. We'll try this again. Henry. Good. Great. Very good. Now, from the sitting position, draw it down to the floor, make an L. Good job. Good boy. Once I think he has a good idea, good understanding, I will introduce the cue. Henry, down. Bueno. And when they're learning, it's important to put the treats directly on the floor. Keep them on the floor and let them know that this down position, butt down and elbows on the floor, is a very rewarding position. Okay. Now, the next step of this is down stay. So we've already been down. I say stay. And what we can do is basically walk in a quarter to half circle. Very good. You don't want to risk them getting up, so I would reward that. Let them know that it's okay if I move to the side. As long as he stays down, he's good. Good boy. Bueno. All right. Go a little bit further. Very good. Bueno. Working your way all the way up to a complete circle. Now, when you get to this point, this is where it gets tricky, when you go behind them. So take that slow. Very good. Now we're going to go all the way around. This is what you're working up to. Stay. And that's a jackpot. Bueno. Jackpot is 5 treats, reps, succession. Good job, Henry. Okay. Now, if you're having trouble getting the dog into the down position, one trick you can try, which we didn't cover in class, is you can try to get them to go under your leg. So make yourself smaller. Here. And force them to go down. Good job. See? Okay. Now, the come cue, remember, recall cue is come. Do not use the word unless you are absolutely certain or virtually certain that you're going to get compliance. You don't want this cue to be watered down. It should be one time and one time only, as with any cue, but especially this one. So get them started. Our first game was called the run and come game. We get them coming to us with an okay, or calling their name, or patting their leg, or making kissy noises, backing up until they get all the way to you, or she. The reason we keep backing up until they get to us is because we want them to come all the way to us when the come is learned behavior. We don't want them stopping at arm's length. We want them right up near to us. Moving backwards, as you're saying, it forces them to continue on to you. I'll demonstrate. Henry. Okay. Come. Bad example. Try it again. Henry. Henry. Come. Bueno. Ah. I don't want him to get up. Okay. Good job. Now I can't do the second game, which is puppy ping pong, but it's a variation of what we just did, except with two people. So to demonstrate, let me see if I can do it. Henry, come. Bueno. And then person number 2, Henry, come. Bueno. All right. That does it for today's lesson. Henry, come back. Good. Good job. High five. Okay. And we'll see you tomorrow. Friday.